In June of 2020, Belgian detectives appeared for information on the man identity in a photograph sent to police in 1986. They resulted in photos of a man holding a Spas 12 in a forest. Many people believe that the man in the picture was members of the infamous Brabant Gang. But who are these people? Today we will talk about that. The Brabant Gang, also known in the Dutch-speaking media as the Bende van Nijssel, or in English means the Neveu Gang, and in the French-speaking media means Le Tueur du Brabant, or in English means the Mad Killer of Brabant, was a group of the criminal outlaws who committed violent and horrific crimes between 1981 to 1985 and was considered to be Belgium's most notorious unsolved crime spree. On the 31st of December 1981, there was a burglary and a gendarme's barrack in Etterbeek. The gangs of automatic weapons, ammunition, and a car. These items were later allegedly recovered in a garage belonging to Madidi Boucher. On the 13th of March 1982, 2 shotguns were stolen from local gun shops in Denati, Belgium, and on the 10th of May, a Volkswagen Santana was robbed from a car showroom. One witnesses say that one of the members of the gang spoke French fluently. On the 14th of August, armed robbery of a grocery store in Marbout, France. Foods and wine were stolen. 2 French police officers were shot and seriously wounded when they arrived on the scene while loading the goods into a vehicle. On the 30th of September, armed robbery has happened in gun shop in Wale. 15 firearms were stolen, including submachine guns. A policeman was killed at the scene. 2 others were shot and seriously wounded later. On the 23rd of December, the gangs robbed a local restaurant in Brussels, looted coffee and wine, tortured the restaurant owner, and raped his wife to death. After the incident in Brussels, the Belgian police named the group the Brabant Gang, which made the gangs brutal and more brutal. On the 9th of January 1983, the gang murdered a taxi driver in Brussels. A few months later, they robbed a supermarket in Rijsenstad, Belgium. They stole less than 665,720 Belgian francs. Several people were wounded, but luckily no one was killed during the robbery. On the 21st of February, and although 100 with bullet holes from the 11th of February incident was stolen from the commercial garage, repaired but quickly abandoned. On the 25th of February, the gangs committed an armed robbery of the supermarkets in Ouchy. They stole less than 591,124 Belgian francs. No one was killed. On the 3rd of March, the gang robbed a supermarket in Halle, but this time, one was getting killed. On the 7th of May, the gang started an armed robbery of a supermarket in Hodenberg, Gordish. They stole then 812,294 Belgian francs. On the 10th of September, the gangs robbed a textile factory in Thames. They stole 7 bulletproof jackets. A worker was killed and his wife was severely wounded. The firm has recently begun manufacturing the jackets, which were not widely known. On the 2nd of October, they committed an armed robbery in Ohan. The store owner was getting murdered. The final attack in 1983 happened on the 1st of December. The gang committed an armed robbery in Artenle. They stole 100,021.19 Belgian francs, and the owner was getting murdered. The last incident happened on the 9th of November 1985. The gang committed an armed robbery in a supermarket. They stole some 900,024,550 Belgian francs and murdered some of the hostages and fled. Now, let's go to the investigation. The police began investigations of the Brabant Gang. First, they claimed that the gang weapons were 2 shotguns, 1 Mac-10, 1 West German-made MP5, and 1 Orkish pistol. The police believed that the gangs used armed robbery as a method, and they planned for doing these heinous acts. But for motivations, many people didn't know the motive. Some believed that a left-wing ideology radicalized the gangs, and some told that the gang wanted to commit a crime for fun. And now let's talk about the photo in question. Many people believe that the photo was the gang leader known as the Giant. or something that he was the killer due to the lack of evidence and the case was under investigation. However, if the police solve the case, I will update this case. And that is the video. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe for Backhead Man Production. And if some parts were inaccurate, I would apologize for that. And goodbye.